Summoners, and welcome back to another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream here on twitch.tv/kabam. I am Jax, one of your community managers, and we're coming to you live from Vancouver in our lovely little studio here to bring you all of the latest and greatest, what's new and exciting coming to the contest this month. Thank you all so much for being here, Summoners. Please sound off in the chat, say hey, welcome each other on in. If this is your first time ever at a Kabam MCOC live stream, please let us know where in the world you are tuning in from. It is one of my favorite things to see is where our community reaches. So welcome on in, everybody. We've got someone from Jamaica, Raging Centaur. Zachary's in Atlantis, which I also appreciate, quite honestly. Welcome on in, everybody. Again, just fantastic to have the community here. We were just saying before we started the stream that it feels like it's been forever since we've done one of these. Maybe it's the result of the 9 days of giveaways where we streamed for 9 straight days, work days in December, that made it feel like we got into a great rhythm of things, but now it feels like it's been a lifetime, so thank you again for being here. Shout out to Arc DPT in Louisiana. We've got Singapore represented here. Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you. Before we dive too far into the stream here, let's go over some ground rules. There is only one. And it's very, very simple. You should all be able to do it by default. The one and only rule is don't be a jerk. Thank you, Deadpools. This is a game. It's meant to be fun. You all are here because you like stuff and also probably free stuff. So thank you for being here, but let's not get in the way of other people trying to enjoy their time here as well. This is a positive space, the most positive way that we interact with you lovely summoners. So please keep it relaxed, keep it positive, keep it upbeat. Don't spam the chat. Don't be a jerk. The only rule. Now, if you choose to break the one and only rule, the golden rule, you could say, we have mods watching. Shout out to our mods, doing a great job keeping the chat flowing, keeping everyone safe and happy. We will also, at multiple times throughout the show, try to bring in some question and answers from the community, from you guys watching right now. So if you have any questions, please tag @Kabam. Throw your questions in there and we'll try and get them answered. I would recommend that they be topical, not just anything. We're going to be talking to some fun people about some very specific things. So if you keep those on brand, we would love to answer those questions. Thank you again to our mods. What do we have going on today? We've got a great show, you guys. We're going to be diving into everything coming to the contest in February, which is more than you might think. Of course, our event quests, our side quests, Ironheart and Dust are here, which is super exciting. We're going to dive into some Lunar New Year celebration content that's coming. We're going to talk a little bit about Summoner's Choice as the final round of voting happens this weekend. And we're going to talk a little bit about Deathless King Groot. That's just February's content. And then we will also be sitting down with Tyler, our senior creative writer. Did I get it? Nailed it. To discuss the first half of the year's narrative roadmap, give you guys an idea of what's coming story-wise, and give you an opportunity to try to guess who the new champs might be coming this year, with some hints and some subtle, references, etc. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that's not all, because we also have Kevin here. Again, Kevin would have joined us to talk about Necropolis a little while ago. And he's back with more chaotic endgame, high difficulty content, and he's here to lay out the plans for the whole year. It's very cool. You're not going to want to miss it. And of course, we will be doing our giveaway to wrap up the stream. If this is your first time here and you've never been in one of these, you've never entered one of the giveaways, don't worry. We'll give you all of the details that you need at the end of the stream. It is very, very easy for you. Don't stress about it. You will need to stick around till the end of the stream. All you need to know right now is make sure that you have a Twitch account. It does not need to be linked to your Kabam account in any way. It'll take you less than a minute to throw that all together. And then we'll give you the details again at the end of the show. We are giving away 1 7-star Dust, 1 7-star Ironheart, and 2 6 stars of both. Again, we're going to be giving out 2 total 7 stars and 4 6 stars. So stick around to the end of the show for that. We are looking forward to it. I always like giving away stuff. It's kind of fun, It's kind of fun. All right, gang, thank you all for being here once more. Let's dive into some excellence here. We're going to talk about our event quest to kick off the show here. Our event quest this month is called Forbidden Fruit. Let's get this page bigger for me. Strange vending machines are appearing all over the battle realm and claim to be offering free food. However, the mutant known as Dust, along with our Ironheart suit creator, Riri Williams, have doubts about these free lunches. Any who eat the suspicious contents fall under a blissful mood and attempt to convince others to follow the new diet trend. Band together and explore where the vending machines came from and who is behind this mission of conquest through nourishment. Maybe the most wholesome of all conquests. You could draw that conclusion yourself. All right, so that is your event quest. Always exciting, always fun. But that's not all, of course. We also have our side quest for the month. Shout out to Rob, really up in the stream here with the new graphics and stuff. It's fancy. We got Rob and Finton working in the booth today. Thank you guys for bringing the show together. Of course, the side quest this month is called Listen to Your Ironheart, and it's riffs, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Love can be tough, so some people need a suit of armor around their tender hearts. Luckily, Ironheart is on the scene and is looking to help out some lovelorn champions by building their own special romance-seeking suits. Gather materials for these suits in Shattered Ironheart Rifts by cracking their code with heart-coded keys and help these couples help these couples in conflict discover the love that was there all along. So that is Listen to Your Ironhearts, and it's riffs. So a little bit controversial, but we've done a number of things to make these more excellent. So you are going to collect keys for entries. Those entries are going to put you on a random path. You can collect up to, I believe, 32 keys, but you will also be getting 4 keys that give you a choice of increasing agency, let's say. So by the time you get that last special key, you can select the most valuable path. But that's not all, because we also have reward selectors. So instead of landing on just a path and getting stuck with whatever's at the end of it, you actually get to choose from one of a number of options. So all of that information and more will be posted in the forums in about 50 minutes. I prepped that post yesterday. It's ready to go. All of the details are there, but we've made some fun changes. It should be very cool. And the map is shaped like a heart with an arrow through it. Alrighty, let's dive into our champs coming this month, because we got some cool ones, you guys. We got Ironheart and Dust coming to the contest. I think, and I've heard consensus from this room as well, that Ironheart is one of the coolest designs that Ironheart, the character, has seen in our game, so I'm very excited to show it off. Before we dive into some of the details, we're going to throw things over to a clip from our deep dive that is going to go live on our official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube page tomorrow. We're going to hand things over to Karate Mike right now to tell you about the most ideal rotation on how to play Ironheart.
To begin, strike the opponent to build up your repulsors and armor ups. Use the Dexterity Mastery to stack on 2 additional repulsors, and once you reach 5, you can parry the opponent's non-contact attacks. From here, build to just under your Special 2, and launch your Special 1 to pause your debuffs and inflict a vulnerability passive. Then, rush back up to your Special 2 before the vulnerability expires and watch the big yellow numbers fly across the screen. Now, in a shorter fight, you could focus on your medium attacks to stack up as many repulsors as possible. And keep in mind, your heavy invalidates prowess off of the opponent. So, if necessary, use that to your advantage as you rush to Special 2 and finish up quick. And hey, if you need some extra juice, just keep launching that Special 1 so you hit the cap on those repulsor debuffs, and then unleash a wicked Special 2 that can obliterate the opponent right before your eyes.
So that is your first official look at Ironheart's kit. It looks awesome. It looks very, very cool. Animation-wise, our team don't miss, and there's a reason we keep saying that. We followed up with the legend Jiu-Jitsu Michael to say, hey, what makes this champ so unique? And he had this to say. As always, so many things. At first glance, she may just seem like another Iron Suit, but she is just so much more. She has lots of utility in her kit to counter a bunch of pesky mutants. When she inflicts tracking, she can't miss, can parry non-contact attacks, and reduces the opponent's offensive ability accuracy by 100%. 150% against mutants. We also asked, what do they counter? Where is Ironheart going to provide a key? Unlock some difficulty... words. Wow, Jax, I'm so glad you asked, says Karate Mike. She kind of feels like a tech scorpion in a way. She has the selectable debuffs on the pre-fight screen and can swap between Incinerate and Rupture. She has a few relevant immunities, can invalidate prowess, and has very respectable damage. She's a pretty solid onslaught counter as well, which I saw a number of people point out in the chat as soon as it came up. The only thing holding her back there is the fact that she's metal, so cannot remove the Neuroshock. And where do we see them thriving in the contest? She's a pretty supercharged attacker. Karate Mike seems to think that she will be doing well wherever you need some reliable offense. She can take down small health pools very efficiently for battlegrounds and wars, and can also ramp to the moon for longer fights as well. I don't think she'll be moving the needle much on defense, but her special animations do go kind of crazy, so that might take a bit to get used to at first. Always tricky adapting to new defenders just because of those attack patterns, you know what I mean? And that's everything about Ironheart. Again, check out our official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube page. On Saturday, we will be posting the Ironheart deep dive for all of the nitty-gritty details. Thank you again to Karate Mike. We're going to keep it going, because we're going to dive right into Dust, and we're going to hand things right back over for a quick peek at an ideal rotation for Dust. Take it away.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building your sand. You'll inflict debuffs with your medium attacks and purify them into passives with your light attacks. Depending on the opponent before you, mix up your combos to stack up as much sand as you need. You'll inflict extra sand when you make the opponent glance and when you counter their special or heavy attacks. So, keep this rolling as you build towards your special 3. Then, when you're ready to strike, use your heavy to spin up a sandstorm and convert your sand to prowess. Use your special 2 to inflict physical vulnerability, then purify them for some extra potency. And if they aren't already knocked out, take advantage of your power efficiency passives to close out the fight as needed. Now, if you're up against an opponent who naturally purifies lots of debuffs, stack on as many as you can, and watch those sand passives hit the cap in no time at all. And hey, if you need some extra juice, you could use your special 3 to spin up a longer sandstorm without consuming power. Then, keep on launching those specials, and enjoy the big yellow numbers until the sandstorm comes. Just make sure you watch the opponent's power.
And that's your first look at Dust, another very cool looking champion, and I saw a lot of people sounding off in chat. Thank you guys, summoners. You guys seem to appreciate the design, and I think we've had a lot of conversations internally about how excited we are about this one. So get excited for Dust. Again, we followed up with Karate Mike and said, what makes this champ unique? What makes Dust stand out? And he said, sandstorms, Jax. Sandstorms, da-na-na-na. How many other champions spin up a sandstorm? Da-na-na-na. Don't say Sandman, that's cheating. What do they counter? Mike, what are they going to provide a key and answer for? On top of the typical crazy special attack damage she gains from her prowess effects, she also has triple immunity to bleed, poison, and shock, and glances attacks when she parries. Also, when she activates her sandstorm, she gains a grip passive, ignoring the unstoppable effects from many pesky skill defenders. Very cool. We love a new mutant. A lot of my roster is mutants. I love that APOC synergy. Bring them all in there, do all the fun stuff. So go mutants. Where do we see these guys thriving in the contest? Where are people going to use Dust most? Karate Mike said this: I think she's going to be a very reliable skill destroyer in battlegrounds and war, especially against champions who purify tons of debuffs naturally. She's going to ramp extremely quickly and fire off gigantic special attacks back to back to back. She could also be a pretty sneaky on defense. The unavoidable damage while Sandstorm is active is going to make you really want to avoid fighting her with a bunch of skilled champions. Again, that is your first look at Dust. I'm excited. I hope you're excited as well. Go check out Dust Deep Dive on the YouTube channel on Sunday this weekend. Get all the information you need. And again, shout out to Karate Mike. Thank you very much for all of the info. Go check out Karate Mike 415 on YouTube to learn more about the contest and pectoral muscles. I said February was going to be a busy month. Now, of course, we have Lunar New Year, and that means more stuff. So we have Lunar New Year incursions as well. So a kind of a juiced up incursions cycle we've got going here with narrative. It's the year of the dragon, and some of the dragon's power and good fortune have been injected into incursions. The dragon's power has been relinquished into theme zones where we are showcasing February's new Spotlight champions as bosses. Dust and Ironheart enter the contest, as well as new customized and thematic pool of their friends and foes. You will find Lunar New Year incursions crystals awaiting your clutches. Happy New Year from our team to you. So, new fun crystals, Lunar New Year crystals. There is also a Lunar New Year quest. There are additional crystals there, including red envelope crystals, some gold, lots of good stuff. And we were talking about it with the content creator program yesterday, that there is a there's a low percentage chance, but like really big payoff numbers in there. Some like really bonkers numbers. So get excited for that. There is also a solo event. So lots of good stuff coming to the contest this month, which is great because we noted that there was a little bit of a lull in January. That's natural. We have the holiday season, so therefore January comes down and chills out a little bit. It's actually very nice. But when you guys get restless, boy, do you find things to be upset about. So we're giving you a bunch of stuff. Go and play it. Have some fun. It's going to be a good time. All right, that's not the only thing happening, because we do have the Summoner's Choice finale happening right now. It'll start in-game at 10 o'clock. Is that right? All right, it should be starting in-game soon. It is the last round. So we have the two finalists. We announced them earlier this week. You've got Shathra and Black Tarantula. Tarantula. What do you guys say?
Tarantula.
You say the extra A in the middle?
Tarantula.
All right, Tarantula, everybody. Get in there. It's a Toronto thing, you're right. Yeah. Toronto. Sorry, that's a Canada thing, everyone. Don't worry about that. Get in there and vote for your favorite, Shathra or Black Tarantula. So you can pick whoever you want between Shathra and Black Tarantula. So go and vote. We will actually be having a special live stream next Friday to reveal the winner, as we did last year. Aiden will be here. Salgwa is going to come back. We're going to chat about the Summoner's Choice campaign in general, give you a little bit more details about we'll just talk in general about kind of the theory crafting and the preliminary planning that goes into these two champions, and then reveal the winner. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we also have notes here from Mod saying people were asking if we were announcing the winner today. We are not. Today starts the last round of voting. And later today, we're going to be posting the info about the little blurbs about their proposed kits on Twitter, the artist formerly known as Twitter. So go check that out. Use it to inform your votes if you so choose, or just pick the coolest one. And that is your reminder to get into Summoner's Choice. Now, I was told I had to bring down this rant just a little bit, but I just want to address people saying that it's rigged. It's not. Okay? Because here's the thing. Why would we rig something to who we're going to add into the game when we rig every other one? You know what I mean? We rig it because we just pick. So I don't think that we would rig it because that doesn't make any sense. And if we were rigging it, why is Spider-Punk not the winner? No. Instead, we gave you guys agency and you picked yourself. And just because a group is loudest does not mean they represent the majority. But I'm very excited to see how these finals go. And also a good point made by Tyler off screen here. We would have made Ruby Thursday win. I think everyone in this room would agree to that. Ruby Thursday, everybody, thumbs, nods, everyone would have picked Ruby Thursday. So not rigged. Get in there and vote. Democracy reigns. Okay, and we have one last reminder here for February on the 15th. you guys are going to have your opportunity at your shot at the next piece of Deathless King Groot. Rob, yeah, perfect. Rob's on and he doesn't need me. Look at this. Look at this beefy boy. Look how cool he looks. So get in there and chase your next piece. It'll be available via an in-game challenge. So check your in-game messages for more information. I wanted to bring in a quote from our newish social media manager who shared that he showed off Deathless King Groot to his son, who I believe is 4 years old, and he had this to say: "Daddy, out of all of the bad guys, I hope evil Groot gets sick or dies or something. He looks very bad." So, new villain coming to the contest. Look out for King Groot. Oh man, children are great. Cool. Summoners, how you guys doing? Who are you voting for between Shathra and Black Tarantula? All right, let's dive in. I see a lot of votes on both sides. You see more Shathra, Kevin? Is it confirmation bias? Is that just what you want to see?
Hopefully.
Maybe. I would love to see Shathra in person.
Making the correct choice.
Which is?
Black Tarantula.
Oh. We can have a debate later, I suppose. All right, let's move right along here, everybody. We're going to bring back one of our senior creative writers who's joined us numerous times in the past. Please welcome back Tyler.
Hello,
Welcome.
I am back.
How are you?
Honestly, just
Yes.
for the stream, this is very important, because what we're about to do is share some level of like secrets and upcoming stuff, and I want to be clear on this. Camera 2, I want to be very clear on this. I had minor invasive dental surgery yesterday, and I am on a surprising amount of medically prescribed painkillers. So my job right now is to keep secrets while also really not even having the skill to do that. So it's going to be a fun stream, everybody. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a good time.
Of course, we will be diving into the first half of the year's narrative roadmap. We're going to take a look at things. We're going to be very broad. We've done this in a number of different fashions in the past, sometimes through an edited video. You guys might remember Max, fantastic in those videos. I remember meeting Max for the first time and bringing him in for an Inside the Contest and being like, cool, so how are you feeling? Like, do you need any guidance? He's like, I've done these before. And I was like, okay. And then he just went in and like one take and crushed it. Anyhow, that's Max. We're going to be going through this. We did this last June or July.
Yeah, we keep it as more of a casual chat this way.
Yeah, we kind of just go a little bantery. But we also revealed like a number of comic panels and comic covers and things like that. And people were too good.
No, I want our fan base, the ability to like corkboard red string this stuff.
Yeah.
We got some real Charlie Days out there
Yeah.
that are just putting together some pieces, figuring some stuff out. Mm-hmm. So you can piece together whatever secrets you think you're getting. You can try to make some stuff. This year we kind of are trying to throw some curveballs, let there be some surprises. We want you to guess. We want you to get stuff right and feel good about it. But we also want to have surprises. We want to unwrap the gift. We don't want to just show you what's under the tree with no paper on it there.
Absolutely. So we are going to give you a little bit of narrative information for each of the months between now and July. I know that's not half the year, that's +1, but we didn't do January prior to January, and I just covered February, so we're going to give you one bonus one. We're going to give you vague overlines. We're going to give you a little bit of information, including the classes of champions from each month. Now, you guys may have already seen this hexagons. This is called the Battle Realm roster, and this is showcasing all of the champion classes that are coming to the contest this year. So you can already see the allotment of the classes. Now we are going to give you specific classes in specific months and hit some of the narrative beats. Use this for your theory crafting. And again, we pay attention constantly. It's one of my favorite things to see the community engage with. It's very cool. And some of you guys get it so right so far in advance. So I'm very, very excited to see what you guys come up with. I'd love to see the threads pop off in the forums. I'd love to see the social media chatter of everyone coming together to theorize and share, and it's very, very fun for me. It's the same way that I love seeing the Necropolis launch, because everyone came together to strategize and help each other out and push through those things. So, I'll say this before we dive in.
Yes.
If you guys are here for the first time and you're looking for the giveaway, we are giving away a 7-star Dust and Ironheart at the end of the stream, and 2 6-stars of both. That will happen at the end of the stream. We'll give you those details then. All you need for now is to make sure that you have a Twitch account. Should take you 1 minute max to make one. Be here on twitch.tv/kabam, because that's the only place that this is taking place.
Pick a fun, readable username.
Readable, that's priority 2. Priority 1, appropriate. Because if you win and you have an inappropriate name, you don't win. All right, Tyler. We have a slideshow.
Yeah, it's what we thought we'd do this one. So we write very far in advance. We have the titles of all of the things ready and stuff like that, but some of the titles give away a bit too much. So I've just done us the favor of blanking out some of the nouns.
Yes.
So it's a little more difficult. Still keep the game going. I want you guessing. I want you having fun. So we'll see some examples of that for stories we already know the titles of, and then we'll move forward from there.
Cool. So this is the narrative roadmap for 2024, first half. Now, some of the names and places have been changed to protect the innocent, as Tyler said, and we'll give you the full explanation as to why partway through this. So, of course, January, and this is an example that'll help you guys out. Make it blank. We removed nouns. Make it there was the name. Can you remind everybody who definitely played through all of this story last month?
Yeah, as you should have. So in January, we saw the introduction of some fave champs there, White Tiger and Bullseye. With the World Tree being planted in the story the other year, it's making some parts of the Battle Realm regrow, which is exciting. Now, originally, we only had Hell's Kitchen. We used a little bit of New York. Hell's Kitchen was there. Daredevil's protecting it. World Tree comes back. Now we have all of Manhattan. There's a brand new, empty, unpopulated Manhattan. So there's a land grab. There's some territory work going on here. We have Bullseye coming in. He's working on behalf of some shady associates. White Tiger and Luke Cage and Daredevil try to come in there and help some stuff out. Really fun, exciting story that you all read through. You super enjoyed. You always read the story. You never hit skip. You don't care about how long it takes. You absorb this knowledge.
I don't even know why we put that button in the game, because ain't nobody doing it. All right, so February rolled around. Forbidden Blank, of course, Forbidden Fruit. I read it, but I did, honestly, it wasn't my best work. So why don't you break it down in Tyler words?
Fair enough. Okay, so this month we are going to be seeing Dust and Ironheart come in. They're teaming up. Now, these champions were also on the team, the Champions. We got some champions.
Champions.
We got some champs coming out here champing at the bit to get through with stuff. And so it starts as like, this small little mystery. There's some free food being given out. Never trust a free thing, particularly one that they're telling you to eat.
Nothing's very free, you know?
So there's some mystery behind it, and this is going to expand up to a really big, cool villain fight by the end of this that's going to put these two together, make them have to fight maybe one another, maybe Summoner. We'll see what's going on.
Fighting.
I mean, this is going to surprise people, but at the end of most of these chapters, you have to fight.
My favorite, and I know that you write these, you write the blurbs that I read pretty much every month. It's my favorite when it's like, are they going to do it, or does it fall into peril and end forever? And I was like, I know which one. All right, so then we roll into March. Now, this is the first kind of sneaky peeky, behind-the-scenes-y things that you guys will not have seen so far, Summoner. So pay attention here.
We're getting into it now.
Because this is the blank and the blank. And now this is really the reason that we removed nouns.
Yeah. This story in particular is the reason why we couldn't just tell you the titles of it. This one is such a giveaway.
Yeah.
When you get to it, when you get to March, you'll be like, oh, yeah, no, if you told us that, you would have just told us that.
That would have been it.
This is the blank and the blank. It's a very fun adventure coming up with this one. So now we can start talking about the different classes coming in. This month we have a Cosmic and a Mystic Champ.
Okay, write it down.
And they're going to be dealing with some World Tree stuff. So the World Tree, while also helping out bring us parts of the Battle Realm, Asgardian magic, super powerful. So you're going to have, this is attracting Asgardian, like moths to a flame. You're going to be attracting some Asgardians to this that want to claim that power for their own. Little tiny spoiler, little bit of thing I'm just going to say on this. Some fun Squirrel Girl action on this one. You got a big tree. You got a big tree, you're going to have to bring Squirrel Girl in there. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl is going to show up on this one.
I want to shout out some people. I didn't anticipate this in the tech rehearsal yesterday. People are guessing. So the Brave and the Bold, the Sword and the Shield, the First and the Furious, the Fox and the Hound. Thank you, everybody, for those. Dawlish, Shane, Loveless, Shiro, and Everlasting Inferno.
This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted out of this. This is 100% what I like here.
These are good. All right, so are we ready to move on to April? Best month?
I am so ready.
Best month.
And you know why it's the best month?
Tell me why.
It's because everybody, this is important. And some of you forgot last year.
Don't forget this time.
It's Jax's birthday month.
Dang right.
You got to celebrate the whole month.
Dang right.
And then change the blank.
Light bulb.
Yeah.
Change the world.
Change the mind.
Change the $5 bill.
Change the blank.
There we go.
I'm on pills.
Go. And go.
So This month, we're going to have us a science champion and a tech champion. Pretty sure. Thumbs up around the board. Science and tech champion. This is an interesting month. We've never had two champions with this similar of a name before show up in the same month. So that's something for you to play with. That's interesting. We're going to be dealing with some multiversal it's madness, we'll say. So for the Battle Realm, for those of you who aren't familiar, which I don't know why you would be familiar, you read the story every month. It's in your pocket. It's your favorite. But for the Battle Realm, lots of ways into this multiverse, not so many ways out. So people come by accident, by invitation, by choice, by other random thing. But this month, we have a couple people invited to the thing, and then they realize maybe this isn't the party they want to attend. So that's going to be interesting for the little dynamic there of how that plays out. But really exciting month. Two champions, similar name. Work with that.
I'm reading through. You guys are very funny. Sorry, I was very distracted, Tyler. You guys are very funny. Please continue to fill in the blank. This is very enjoyable for me, and I'm just sitting here giggling to myself. Okay. April. What comes next? Obviously, say with me, May. Everyone should have gotten that right.
It's going to be May.
It is going to be May. It may be May. Okay. May is, let's get ahead of this quick. The blank job just...
It's the train job.
It's the train job. We're not even going to let it, roll for a second.
Yeah.
It's the train job.
You don't need to guess on this one.
We just had to remove the job is also technically a noun. But we just had to, don't worry, it is terrain.
Job.
Train. Don't say job anymore. We're not, it's a new banned word on set.
The train heist is actually what it is.
There we go.
So this is a heist month. We've got a mutant and a skill champion coming on. There's a very strange object on a moving train going through the Battle Realm. And of course, there's going to be a heist. You can't move high-value products through here without expecting someone to get in them.
Yeah.
So we're bringing in some mercs for money on this one.
Ooh!
So look forward to that. We're going to have some mercs for money action. And there's, you get a heist going, you let enough people know there's going to be some rival action on this. One of my favorite parts of any Marvel story is genre types.
Yeah.
Some of the best Marvel movies, in my opinion, kind of have an extra genre. First, Ant-Man, heist movie.
Yeah.
Captain America Winter Soldier, spy movie.
Yeah.
The last Avengers movie, big movie. The theme was just big.
Big was theme? Yep.
I love that. And some buddy cop action when you get Winter Soldier and Falcon together. It's good times.
I did like buddy cop vibes, so I really like that one.
We're trying to do a little bit of genre piece on this, have a fun heist on it. So it's going to be entertaining on that front. I think we're going to have a good time with it. It's a fun, silly... it's already written, it's already translated. I'm really looking forward to y'all reading it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Also, we definitely brought it on ourselves on this one, but thank you, Mike, for sitting off camera and muting and disallowing terms. I know that was us.
Yeah.
That was only my fault.
That was a decision we've made.
And I apologize to you personally.
I already said train.
It's train.
People are still guessing.
It's
You're
train
still
job.
guessing. The answer, we'll give it to you, train. Do you know what I mean?
Like a choo-choo train.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo. All right, that was dumb. Let's move on. June is here. All fun and blank. All fun and love and war.
Yeah, no, I put all of that in. As
All
last
fun
thing.
and love and war.
You got it in one. I don't even know why I put the blank there.
This one you can guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Lay it on us. What do the people need to know about June?
So this month we've got a mutant champion showing up. I'm gonna tip the hat here a little bit on it.
Okay.
Alpha Flight.
Okay.
We're gonna have a member of Alpha Flight show up in June here. They're gonna go up against a tech villain. Genuinely one of my favorite villains. I have an action figure of them on my shelf. They're good times. Think about it. It's fine. You know who it is.
So which Marvel villain
has an action figure?
That's a giveaway.
There's a little
if you
bit.
guys think about it.
So this one we're revisiting. So we started the story in January, which you've already read with the Ironheart not Ironheart. How you doing? You doing good, everybody? I hope your Monday's great. Is it Friday? Listen. I hope you're having a great day. Regardless. We had White Tiger come in with Bullseye on this story in January, New Manhattan. We're going to continue seeing what's happening in the New Manhattan with the land grab, what the city's turned into. Has it turned into some sort of deadly contest that people are being run through? Perhaps.
Yeah.
We can find out.
Deadly contest of
champions. But what we do know for a fact is that an Alpha Flight mutant and a tech villain are going to be battling out on this one. Really fun story. And again, this one Y'all like when I put references in it. I see it. I do it
Sure.
on purpose. I check Reddit day one, and you always post it up. I also check our forums, more importantly, which is where you should be posting stuff, and it's more fun if you can control
Post
it.
fun stuff in the
Oh,
forums,
if you could
guys.
post fun
Please?
stuff, could you imagine a world?
Please.
But just keep doing that. It's good times over there, and I love putting little references. June reference packed to the gills.
Yeah.
So.
We saw it already. We only the post for February's content will be live in about 30 minutes, a little bit less. We sent it just to the content creators yesterday, and immediately they were like, "I love this reference and this reference and this reference." That's what creativity is, really. It's just referencing stuff you already like.
Now that is 6 months,
But we decided to throw in a freebie.
yeah, let's give you July. Why not?
Why not?
Well, we're here.
It's going to be hot in July. So we've got Stern Blank Prevail. Stern Muscles
Yeah.
Prevail.
You're so good at this guessing.
I'm really
I don't
good
even know
at
why we put
games,
the
you
blanks.
guys.
It's like you're good at games.
I'm really good at
It's good times for everyone.
games.
So this one, we've got a science champ and a skill champ
Yeah.
coming up. There's going to be a bit of a prison break, and I'm very happy to say that an MCOC original character is going to come help. We're going to see Cheelth.
Ooh.
Coming back into this
love
one.
giving a little extra spotlight.
Right? I love some Cheelth stuff on this. If you know Cheelth's like kind of skills and powers and whatnot, huge hint for the month.
Yeah.
It's really like, so that's what I say, the more you know about us, the more you know about you,
Yeah.
the more you know about you knowing about us.
Yeah, you guys know stuff.
You
We
got
know you
stuff.
guys are smart. I say it all the time. You
yeah.
guys are smart.
So this one's going to be a really fun, interesting prison break kind of thing going back and forth with Cheelth trying to get into that action and figure out, like, listen, who's so bad in the contest that we have to lock them away in a place that's already locked away from the multiverse? So we're going to have some...
Kabam Mike.
Kabam Mike is true. We should put Kabam Mike in the raft.
Too
We're
strong.
going to be dealing with
Too
some raft stuff on
strong.
this. You just can't handle it. It can't be done. So we're going to have this coming out on July, Prison Break, Science, Skill, Cheelth, good times.
I got distracted again because we got a lot of good guesses here. This is fun. You guys, this is fun. This is theory crafting. This is
what I wanted.
This is puzzling.
I still want that red string action. We had a chat about this, like how much do we show, how much do we not show. We actually, from rehearsal yesterday to today, we added more hints. Yesterday
Yeah.
was pretty dry for hints. And I know you might be in the corner right now. Hello, in the corner. What's going on? Watch this. Thank you for watching. And say, like, not enough hints. There's enough. You can figure it
enough
out.
here.
You can
guys
make
are
some
smart.
theories.
You guys are smart. And I've said this before, our game requires intelligence. It requires knowledge. It requires critical thinking. It requires problem solving. We have one of the smartest communities, maybe in the world, in gaming because it's not a simple game. Easy to pick up, difficult to master, and you guys are getting new stuff thrown at you each month with new champions, new kits, new effects and abilities and stuff. So you guys can figure this out. I believe you will do it. I'm very excited. Cool. Is that it? Is there...
No.
That was
I
it for
think
that one.
That's the months.
Well, cool.
So here's the thing about Black Tarantula.
No.
No, okay, no.
I will not allow... Well, no, it's... Go ahead. You have 12 seconds.
As a fan of some classic hero tropes like the Phantom and Zorro, the idea of a family legacy character is really cool to me. There's so much history involved with that, and I would love to write that as a writer.
12. Good. Crafter of words, Tyler. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Tyler.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to join us and sharing some of your knowledge and insight and giving people something to think about.
Thank you for having me here. I can feel stitches in my mouth.
Also, because of this perspective, Tyler, you are taller than me, but not this much taller.
I'm tall as a tree and wide as a barn, my friend.
I'm so sensitive about my size in this chair.
To be fair, I am a
Do you
giant.
guys do this on purpose? You give me a trick chair?
Hold on, I'm just going to
I
really
didn't choose this
occupy
chair.
the space, dominate the
Tyler,
frame.
how tall are you?
6'4".
He's 3 inches taller than me. He looks like he's 1.5 feet taller than me. God,
Multiple times I said you could change this chair, but you don't do
we only have so many
There's
chairs.
one right there.
I'll change it right now in the middle of this stream. Don't challenge me to do it. Anyhow, Tyler, thank you again. Summoners, community, please show your thanks and appreciation and say goodbye to Tyler.
Goodbye to Tyler.
Thanks again, buddy. All right, we're going to move along here, but before we do, let's take a second and remind you of a couple of things. Number one, if you are here for the giveaway, it will happen at the end of the stream, probably in about 30 minutes time, maybe 20, maybe 40. We will give you all the information you need to enter that giveaway at that time. All you need for now is to have a Twitch account. It does not need to be connected to your Kabam account. Just make sure that you're here on twitch.tv/Kabam. Shout out to you if you're watching literally anywhere else. Great to have you here if you're watching through restreams, translations, streams, anything like that. Thank you guys. But again, the giveaway will happen here on twitch.tv/Kabam. And this is also where we read your chat and get to interact with you guys, and I get to be very distracted by the funny things that you're saying in the middle of a segment while Tyler's talking. We're going to bring on our next guest, another recurring guest for their third time? Fourth time? Please say hey to Kevin.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me back.
Great to have you.
Kevin!
Oh, you did that.
Kevin!
You got the audio hooked up to that too?
I think so.
Okay.
The audio's not playing in the studio. So
yeah.
a couple of things have happened here. Firstly, everyone please say hey to Kevin. Secondly, I now have this little buttons device that allows me to control certain things in the stream. That's how I navigated the slideshow flawlessly, way better than a clicky mouse. And it also has this. Rob, can you go to my one real quick? That. So I have, this is just silliness. I just have too much, and Rob's in power enabling me. He's giving me too much power here, so I can say, anyhow, let's throw things back over to
Kevin!
Welcome. Can you tell people who may not have seen you on previous streams exactly what you do here and what, if they're playing the game, they would have interacted with? That is your work.
Sure, yeah. So I'm a senior quest designer here at Kabam. I manage the Encounter team underneath the quest team. And I have previously done Eternity of Pain and Necropolis. So most of our Everest high-level content.
Yeah, so let's break this down because it's something that is kind of filtered into the community side of things, but realistically is definitely an internal term that we use. This Everest content is the concept of like, it's going to take you a long time and it's going to be a difficult journey, but you're going to try to conquer this and feel this feeling of standing on top of the world.
Aspirational.
Aspirational content. I love it. So we will call it, endgame content, high difficulty content. Everest content has started to kind of circulate within the community as well. So you are responsible for the most frustrating parts of our game. How does that make you feel?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes a challenge. That's, kind of how the most engaged people in a lot of games end up. And, it's fun to craft that balanced line of both fun and challenge without going too far on either side.
Yeah.
We mostly, try to hit that mark, and I feel we do hit that mark. Get people into a flow state.
Yeah, so the last thing that you were hands-on with would have been Necropolis, right? And I personally loved the launch of Necropolis. Not so much as a summoner, because I'm not good enough yet. Still chasing Paragon, but then as I got close, everyone was like, no, now there's Valiant. And I was like, but I'll get there, don't you worry. So seeing the community come together, and then we had Path to the Crypt as well as another really integral piece of pulling everyone together and providing cooperation and strategy and things like that. How was it seeing Necropolis put out into the world and seeing people interact with it?
I think it was awesome. Road to the Crypt, I think, did kind of miles better than I think most people imagined it would. I think it got a lot more people to play the content sooner than they would have. Even me personally, I played it, before the deadline, whereas I might not have otherwise. And just to see the theory crafting going on, of course, Aegon came up and he was big, but Aegon is the the square peg and round hole kind of approach. He'll get you through it, but it's probably going to cost you a bit more than if you, take some time to think about the different counters. I loved seeing Wong get all of a sudden brought up really big into the game as this awesome champion and option for it. Where he's not changed since he came out. It's just you're finding new avenues to use him.
Very cool.
So stuff like that's great.
Yeah, I saw a lot of conversation around Shuri as well. It's very cool. When you're designing this difficult content, are you designing it with a specific champion in mind that you want to see utilized, or is that kind of just put to the community to find the puzzle pieces?
So not all the time, but definitely some of the time. Definitely there was paths in that content or Necropolis that were designed for Shuri, and we expected her to be good in. Other times you'll kind of just have a more subset of pool, maybe a mechanic or something that you're targeting around. And sometimes you're just making something that's kind of a pure skill ask, and some champs will be better at it, depending on who you're comfortable with, and some will be worse.
Yeah, we talk about it frequently, this kind of triangle of skill, time, and knowledge in our game, right? So like you said, sometimes you're looking more to roster. Time is actually roster. Roster, skill, knowledge. Crushed it. Right? So sometimes you're leaning a little more to roster, sometimes a little more to skill demand, which I think is a very, very cool thing to do. So we're bringing you in today to talk about essentially the plan for endgame difficult content for the year.
Yes.
Sorry, Mike's letting us know that the people want to know Kevin's skincare routine.
My skin. I mean, I don't actually think it's very good, to be honest. I mean, I like moisturize in dry seasons. I shower regularly.
That's
every
an
day.
important one, everyone. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you should be doing that.
Con season is coming up. Showers and deodorant.
Yeah. Conventions, when you guys go, have a blast. Dio.
I think it's the forehead shine you can see from the lights, like right there. Does that
I mean,
make it look
you're
really
glowing.
nice?
You're dewy.
You're glow. I wish I had a button to punch and zoom in on you now. We'll work
boy.
on that for the next stream. Anyhow, sorry, we got distracted. Who knew that would happen here? So we're kind of changing up things this year. So Necropolis was kind of an all-at-once experience.
Yes.
But last year we also had the Eternity of Pain, which was more spread out, more stretched. Are we doing something very, very similar? Are we doing another Eternity of Pain?
Yeah, so this year we are doing something a little bit similar to Eternity of Pain. I think if we did Necropolis-esque stuff every year, people would get super burned out. This is not to say we're going to necessarily alternate back and forth. There's obviously room for lots of new stuff, but the format this year is going to be more of a constant engagement stream of high-end content.
Cool. Now, if only we had a slideshow to talk about this. We do. I do want to bring in a comment for I am Eli Gray. Kevin is in diamond form. I really like that one. Shout out to you, Eli. All right, so we have Everest content plan. Again, Everest, kind of an internal term. It's kind of on the fringe here, but again, endgame, high difficulty content for the year. Let's dive into a couple things. We'll go into an overview. We'll let you chat and let everybody know about exactly what's coming. We'll talk about a schedule, and then we'll talk about some of the rewards for the first stretch of this as well.
Yeah.
All right. So for Everest content in 2024, walk us through this here. So each season is going to last about 3 months with one fight every 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we're breaking stuff down like seasonally. So seasonal endgame content is the overall umbrella term. You know, you have winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Those are going to be...
Those are the seasons.
Those are the seasons. Those are our 4 seasons. So each season encapsulates 3 months. And every month you're going to have, well, not every month. The first 2 months, there's going to be one fight every 2 weeks. The third month, the final month of the season, is going to have a gauntlet, which is going to be one larger quest, which I think is like our next bullet point, that lasts for 4 weeks.
I don't know what order these bullet points are in, so let's just find out. There's an energy cost.
Yes, so one of the differences from EOP is that we do have an energy cost for this content. It's not like an overarching, like, big requirement. It's not going to limit you extremely, but, you know, these quests don't have any entry limits. You can enter them and run them as many times as you want. We are being upfront and saying there is going to be an energy cost of 5 per node, which is 10.
5 per node?
Yes.
That's probably going to take up a lot of your energy.
I don't think so, but...
10? How many nodes are there?
2.
Oh, so just 10.
So it's 10 per run.
10 per run.
Yes.
Hey, that seems real low. That sounds pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I'm seeing some conversations that there is a mic issue. Is this on me? Is this on Kevin?
I got mine.
We're going to switch over. Kevin's mic issue. All right, cool. We have multiple. We're going to adjust that. While I fill in for Kevin, because we talked about this yesterday. 5 energy per node. That is very, very small. But why is it there at all? Basically, there was a conversation, and this was one of 2 options that was brought forward. There needs to be something invested to receive something in the end, and this obviously is everywhere else in the game, so it makes sense to be here. It is a small cost. What was the other option that was explored?
We explored, well, we talked about entry limits, but we were mostly very much against that. We talked about entry items that you could earn, and like you'd have a certain number you'd get for free, and a certain number you'd like could buy, but in the end, like a lot of that is really not in the spirit of the content. I mean, a lot of the cool stuff is watching people do different run-throughs or challenge run-throughs, and I'd hate to lose that by limiting the entry stuff. So the kind of discussion to match like the modern state of the game was to have some sort of energy cost. It's still, you know, you can still run this as many times as you, I guess, have the energy for, but there's no other limiters on it.
That is a very real thing everywhere else in the game, so I don't think that it should be a deal breaker, but I'm not going to tell you guys how to feel. Okay, we'll come back to the question. It's a good question. All right, so the final month is all 4 previous fights plus 2 new fights.
Yes.
And there's 2 paths.
Yeah.
So you're going to do 4 fights, wait, okay. Hold on.
You want me to break it down?
Break it down.
Yeah, so also to clarify, the 1 fight every 2 weeks from before is just same as EOP, but for people who don't know, it is 1 champion against 1 boss. That is the full format, so you have a 1 champion team against 1 fight.
Okay.
The Gauntlet one, which we're talking about here,
Yeah.
is going to be the 4 previous fights you've done plus 2 new fights. There's going to be 2 paths. I don't want to say the full thing yet because we're still hammering down some of those details because that won't be coming till April.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say something and then it'd be wrong when it happens.
That is
You
a
will
great
have to
instinct.
you will have to fight 6 champions in some format across 2 paths.
All right.
And 2 of those fights will be entirely new for that month.
Boom. And then the first 4 fights are going to have 2 Paragon objectives and 1 Valiant objective, right?
Yep.
This is a question that Mike brought in. Was this from the chat or you just wanted to know personally?
No, it's from the chat.
It was from the chat. Do you have to be Valiant to run this content?
No, because there are Paragon objectives. So this is going to be open to Paragon and up players.
Cool. Which I think is great. And then Valiant is going to have more reward potential because of these additional objectives. So for each of the first 4 fights, 2 Paragon objectives, 1 Valiant objective for more reward potential, like we said. Do we want to talk about some of the details around these objectives, like as an example, or do we want to let people see them for the first time next?
I can give examples of what we've done. I mean, they're very similar to kind of the Eternity of Pain objectives we've done before. So the idea of the objectives is that you get 1 point towards a solo event for each objective you complete. You also get a point for completing the quest itself. Points build up on milestones, and as you hit certain milestones, you get rewards. Very simple. So the way the objectives work really is that we're taking, you know, a subset of the champion pool and asking you to do it with that. So, you know, the base fight might not be that bad. You might have a lot of options to defeat the base boss, but the objectives might, you know, make you only able to use Avengers or gods or something like that.
Cool.
Which, you know, we've generally curated and crafted around to have some good choices and some not so good choices.
Yeah. So I saw it in chat as well. For me personally, as Thronebreaker, it might be a good time to push for Paragon, but if we're being honest, I won't be able to do this. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but some of you are probably right on the cusp of Thronebreaker, and if you're needing a little extra motivation to push into Paragon to get into some of this content, it might be a good one for you. The finale will have 4 Paragon objectives and 2 additional Valiant objectives as well, which is worth noting. So we're giving you guys the information so you can make the choices. Do you want to be Paragon? Do you want to be Valiant? Do you want to push to get additional rewards? We'll talk about that in just a bit as well. I think we should dive into schedule.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's take a look here. This is the Winter of Woe.
Yes.
Right?
So, yeah.
Good name. Did you come up with that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We got
So
a genius in our
our
seat.
first season starts next Wednesday and runs for the next 3 months past that. So yeah, first season being winter. Obviously after that, we're going to have a bit of a gap from May 1st till 15th of May, I think, is when spring starts. And we're not going to have the full schedule past that. But after that, we're going to have, you know, fairly similar cadence of fight goes live, lasts for 2 weeks, goes away, new fight starts, etc. until the 3rd month of that season, in which case it's just live for almost the entire month, 4 weeks.
Perfect. So this starts next Wednesday.
Yes.
That's very soon.
It's a very busy February.
That's a busy February, you guys. I told you. I went to the people at the top and I said, hey, everyone's yelling at me on the forums about stuff, and I think it's because they don't have enough to do. Let's give them some stuff to do in February, and now look at you guys. So much stuff to do. I'm really excited for it. Again, this is another piece of content to bring the community together and have everyone strategize together. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, February 7th, that first fight, then the 21st, then March 6th and 20th. Someone, a real stickler, for details.
Yes, I saw.
In the chat, did you see it?
Yes.
Said March and April are not winter months.
Yeah.
Kevin.
It starts in winter, and that's. I look at I went over both
Did it?
windows.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rob, I did it when you told me I wasn't supposed to. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're getting it close as we can to the seasons. It's not going to line up perfectly. Obviously, if you're thinking about everything lasting for 3 months, this is going to go past 2024 and into 2025. It's just going to happen. We could put out less content if they want. I mean, I can cut some of the quests and some of the rewards.
Hold on. You're telling me not only do the months not align with the seasons, but the year doesn't align with the year? Kevin! How dare you? Sorry. Okay. This is the dumbest bit. I think it's played out. Okay, we're not going to do less content. It's a theme. We'll call it a loose theme. I think it's a great theme and good naming because not only do we have the winter of woe, we also have the spring of sorrow, the summer of suffering, and the autumn of agony.
Yep.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Great naming. Really good job.
How many names can I alliterate before I run out?
We love alliteration. We love alliteration. Tyler, how do you feel about this name? As an official professional writer, Spring of Sorrow, Summer of Suffering, Autumn of Agony, Winter of Woe. Which one's your favorite?
I like Autumn.
Autumn.
I'm also off mic now, so.
That's fine. They can hear you a little bit, and that's
from the side.
enough. Okay, so that's what you guys have to look forward to kind of throughout the year. The year but
bit.
not the year. The year-ish.
Yeah.
Right? More extra, because the year and then some. Wow, more things. Okay, let's take a look at the rewards. All right? So this is for the Winter of Woe. Oh my God. Those words are so small. Okay, so this is another change. So instead of completing all of the content and then waiting to get your rewards, we're doing something different. What are we doing?
So previously a big pain point of this was you had to wait until the entire cycle or season ran out until you got your rewards because it was all paid out on the max milestone you reached. The rewards this year are just milestone as you reach them. So once you get to a point threshold, you get the rewards right away.
Yeah. So again, we've got milestones on the furthest left here and then the points required to claim them. Excuse me. You can see that down at milestone 7 there, that is the Paragon Peak. So milestone 7 is going to be the maximum that you can accomplish with a Paragon title, and then the 8th and 9th milestones will only be able to be accomplished with a Valiant title. And we checked yesterday, and we're pretty sure this is the first time. Maybe you can confirm for us. Is this the first time we've released 7-star Sig crystals of any kind?
I'll say yes, but don't hold me to that.
Everyone hold Kevin to it. And if it's wrong, tell Kevin. Don't. It's my job. You can come and tell me. So that's very, very cool. Obviously, basically, as a Valiant, you have a shot at a full Titan crystal here that Paragons won't have. That's very cool. So this is just Winter of Woe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. That's great.
It might be the same for the next season. It might get changes.
It might get a little change. It might be the same. Who knows?
Yeah. Importantly, Paragon, as you can see, can reach the Deathless piece.
That's one of our Deathless King Groots.
Yes.
The bad King Groot that looks scary and we want bad things to happen to. So that's cool. That's you guys can take a little screenshot of that and spread that around. That'll be fun. And then let's take a look at a bit of a breakdown here, because I wanted to show you guys Paragon versus Valiant here, the differences in what you're able to acquire. I think this is all right here. So take a look and kind of make your own decision here. Do you guys want to push for Valiant for a little bit more, or do you guys want to stay Paragon or push into Paragon as a high-end throne breaker? There's a lot of information here. Take your screenshots, share them with your alliance. We see them, we like that. Make some informed decisions. I see 8.4 come through here a lot. We'll give you guys more information when we get closer to 8.4. We are on a pretty consistent rotation release schedule, so if you can identify the patterns of when our last content came out and the gap of time prior to it, you might know when the next one comes out. Deductive reasoning. Anything you want to call out from this side?
No, I mean, it's a good breakdown of the comparative stuff. If you are not Paragon, I would definitely push for that. To reiterate again, this is only available to Paragon and up players.
Boom! That is the main thing to know. Someone did ask for Ascension materials. We've got Primordial Dust in this. Boom! That's exciting as well. Now, an important thing, because we talked about it briefly, that first fight launches on Wednesday.
Yes.
Is it going to stay there until the Winter of Woe is done?
No, so each quest is replaced by the next one that releases. So it'll be live for 2 weeks. After that, it and its objectives will be gone. So do it within those 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks, you got lots of time, it's one fight.
Get it done. Don't miss it. This is going to be like the Guillotine Deathless piece as well that was in the Battleground season. If you miss it, it is gone. So get in there and do it timely. You've got 2 weeks to get it done, one fight. That sounds easy. Is it going to be easy?
I don't think it's insanely hard, but it's kind of, depends on your roster, depends on your skill level,
Sure.
One thing we should note as well, for the maximum point level in Valiant, there is one bonus point. There is wiggle room to miss one objective to get max in Valiant. I don't remember the full math on Paragon and their availability, but there'll be that bonus point either which way for both progressions. Yeah, no, it's good to note. We'll likely have some of this information available elsewhere. We do have all of the February stuff. Can you flip it up? Oh my God, already did it. Mike flipped all the information for February stuff live, so that's the side quest. That's the Lunar New Year celebrations. That's the, there's also a Valentine's Day login calendar, but it's something new. It's gonna look cooler. Now it's called a supply drop. Ooh. All right, so go check out that information. That's the end of the slideshow. No.
We did it. I went back. Very cool. Kevin, while I have you here, very important question. Who looks cooler, Dust or Ironheart?
I'm a sucker for like mech design, so I think Ironheart's suit is really cool.
When I was young and like went to an arcade and Marvel vs. Capcom was there, always like War Machine and Iron Man. I just like the big tech stuff. I was young and stupid, and now I'm smarter, and I know that Dust is the right answer.
Oh, wow, you set me up for that one.
Woo! All right, do we want to play a game, or do you guys want to just do a giveaway and wrap it up? What do you guys feel like doing? You want to do a giveaway? Let's call it.
Does Kevin want to play a game?
Kevin, you want to play a game?
Up to you guys. I'm not making
He seems
that call.
stressed. He seems stressed.
I'm not stressed.
Let's just do the
You
giveaway.
can delay giveaways, Kevin, if you say yes.
You're right. But then I'll be like the villain.
You could be. Also, we've done a rule in the past that it's do or die, so if you don't win the game, giveaway is canceled.
That's like an incredible amount of pressure. Didn't I like lose the last one during the 9 days?
What if we just ask them?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do a giveaway? Or do you want to put all of the potential of that giveaway on Kevin's shoulders to do a game?
You want cookies or a chore?
Do you guys want a
have to
guaranteed
imagine it's a
giveaway?
giveaway.
Or do you want to roll the dice
Wow, that's such a surprising
on maybe
divide.
not having one? Gamble, gamble, gamble. All right, let's do a giveaway. All right, again, a reminder, we are giving away 1 7-star Ironheart, 1 7-star Dust. We are giving away 2 6 stars of both. If this is your first giveaway, you are going to want to be here on twitch.tv/kabam. Make an account very, very quickly. Before we dive in, excuse me, we are going to do it we're going to draw winners in the following order. 1 7-star Ironheart, 2 6-star Ironhearts. No? Rob, confirm?
I thought we were doing sevens first.
Yeah. So 1 7-star, first name drawn wins the 7-star Ironheart. Second name drawn wins the 7-star Dust. Then 2 Ironhearts, and then 2 Dusts as 6 stars, and that's it. We are going to give you the information to enter, and one final reminder, if you have an inappropriate screen name, we're not going to read it and you don't win. Now, don't freak out, because I see this happen every time. Someone's like, my name has doo-doo in it, and I'm like, that's fine. If you had to work really hard, to get through Twitch's like auto censor, then you don't win. But like, you guys are fine, all you doo-doo heads out there. You're gonna be okay, all right? We got some great community members here, and this is the best of them, so I have faith in you guys. I think we've only ever had to not give out 0? Did it happen one time?
No, it hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened?
I probably should have done it.
There was one time you should have done it, but you didn't do it. Okay. Anyone who wants to enter, please type in chat now. Go. Type in !Iron Dust. There we go. All right, we're seeing it fire off, which is great. It was either Iron Dust or Dust Heart. And I went with Iron Dust on this one.
Better choice.
Which one?
This is the better choice.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you agree, Kevin. It means a lot to me. So please, !Iron Dust in chat now. You get 1 entry per person. If Streamlabs does not pop up and tell you that you got an entry, you did if you didn't spell anything wrong. No spaces, no capitals. We tend to overwhelm the giveaway system, and it freaks out, and it stops telling you that you've entered. We keep a track. A tally of exactly how many, the system does it for us. We're watching. We're making sure. You got it. So you can enter 1 time. Do not feel the need to spam it more than that. If you have an inappropriate name, you cannot win. We will read off the winners in about 5 minutes here. So if you're watching anywhere but twitch.tv/kabam, if you are on our YouTube page, great to have you here. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're excited for February. But if you want to be in this giveaway, twitch.tv/kabam, make an account, 1 minute or less, and go check that out. I don't know if there's any other details I need for the giveaways. When we're not doing 9 streams in a month, it flies out of my brain. I'm going to take 1 moment of shameless self-promotion. Hey, everybody, my name's Jackson. You can call me Jax. I stream here on MCOC content, but I also do my own streams on Twitch over at twitch.tv/flanneljax, and hence the branding. We do not play MCOC over there, but if you want to come and hang out and just vibe and just be in good energy space, that's what that community is all about, just bringing together the best people from the internet in a safe space to have some fun, play some games, and mess around. So I'm there 3 to 4 times a week if you wanted to come and hang out. Kevin, anything you want to promo?
I will shout out my parents because my mom watches the stream and she got mad the last time when I didn't shout her out, and she'll really love the Home Alone clips over and over.
Can we punch in so that Kevin can say hey to his parents?
Oh, God.
Say hey.
Hey!
Yay! Hi, Kevin's parents.
And go like and comment on all of our trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so what your to-do list? Go play all of this content in-game. February starts next week. February content starts next week. The Winter of Woe starts on Wednesday. Yep. New content starts Wednesday, like your side quests and things. Incursions, I believe, will be up around the same time. A lot of fun stuff. There's also more stuff happening at the end of the month that we didn't talk about. Then come back next Friday, where we announce the winner of Summoner's Choice, but you should be voting in-game this weekend. Vote for the correct choice. We gave Tyler 12 seconds to talk about the whoever. Do you want to talk about Shothra?
Instead
for
of
12
pitching
seconds.
Shothra, I'll say that I just think Black Tarantula looks like discount Agent Venom. And we've already had a character like that, so... Shothra is just cooler.
You know Shothra is not a moth?
There was a whole Twitter thread where Mike went off about how we needed moth representation for Shothra, and then someone told him it's not a moth, and he went, oh yeah, and corrected himself, and I went, were you thinking of Mothra from Godzilla? And he was like, I might have been.
Easy mistake,
Aren't we thinking of Mothra from Godzilla?
We have a full house here. Big shout out to everyone working behind the scenes. We got Rob, give a big wave there. Fenton, you want to lean in? Fenton, what'd you have for breakfast? Banana. Nice! We got Mike, of course, Sarah in the corner there, Tyler in the other corner.
Hats off to Tyler.
Hats off to Tyler. Thank you to everybody for coming together for this stream. This has been really fun. We're doing, like I said, we're trying to ramp up to maybe 2 a month when we can, when it seems appropriate, when it seems necessary, or we have good ideas. So in February, we've got this one, and next month we're going to be talking about Summoner's Choice. Last time we did confetti poppers, but now we have carpet in this room. And I don't know that we want to do that, but we're going to bring back Sagwa, we're going to bring back Aiden, we're going to talk through everything. It's going to be a shorter stream, more condensed, a lot more celebratory. They'll probably be yelling from us in debates and things. But again, come back next Friday, February 9th at 9 a.m., twitch.tv/kabam. Check that out. Lots of things happening in the contest. So go check out the artist formerly known as Twitch. That's going to give you the information on Twitter. That's going to give you the information on Shathra and Black Tarantula's like one or like paragraph pitch thingy. Anything you want to promote? What is the most exciting piece of content coming this February?
Honestly, it's the Valentine's Day calendar.
Valentine's Day calendar. So we only touched on it really briefly. It's in the doc.
Valiant's got a 7-star at the end.
Valiant's got a 7-star at the end?
Yeah, and there's other, like you also got like 6 stars along the way. Paragons get 6-star guaranteed with a chance at a 7-star. Like there's a lot of good stuff.
Ooh, that's some good stuff.
Also, the supply drop is really cool because like if you miss a day, you miss that day's prize.
You don't
so as
break
long
the
as you
streak.
Show up for the very last day. You get the.
So that starts on.
And all you have to do is explore in the Necropolis to get to Valiant.
Yeah.
Simple.
I can do it. They can do it.
You can do
You're
it, Jax.
Valiant now, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. So it was a login calendar. We're trying something new that was explored elsewhere in the game, but it's probably brand new to a lot of people that they haven't seen at all. It's called Supply Drop. It's 14 days for this one in particular. Like Mike said, you don't have to log in every single day. It's not going to break the chain. You should, because there's great rewards in there. But come back each day. It's going to look real pretty. I'm excited for people to see the layout of this. How long have we been open on the giveaway?
About 6 minutes.
Okay, we'll give them. You guys have 30 more seconds, and remember, you only get one. Don't include the quotation marks, exclamation point, Iron Dust, no spaces, no capital letters, no quotation marks, Iron Dust. How many entries do we have?
2,372.
Okay, 2372, 2300 is honestly normally where we land. So a massive thank you to everybody for being here and for entering these giveaways. It's a lot of fun to hang out with you all.
Was not Kabam Jax.
Who? What?
Yeah, someone named not Kabam Jax.
Was the second person to enter?
Yeah.
Someone named not Kabam Jax was the second person to answer.
On this person's life.
Well, it's not me though. Ain't me. Because look, you can see my hands. I haven't entered. Kevin, do you want to pull out your phone and enter the giveaway?
I don't think I have time if you're closing in 30 seconds.
I could wait for you if you want.
It's going to be a whole thing, and then you're going to put pressure on me.
I just entered.
Tyler's in the
If
corner.
I was,
He
if I
entered.
was off screen like Tyler, I would.
Yeah. It'd be stressful. I get it. Don't worry about it. You shouldn't have your phone on set anyways. So.
Exactly. And it's not making any. I'm not like other Tyler.
Other Tyler. Oh my God. Twice in the same stream. What a time to be alive. All right. Let's wrap this up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close it. Entries are now closed. You can stop because exclamation point Iron Dust is not going to get you anywhere. We're going to draw the winners. We're going to put our little graphics together. Yes, Streamlabs is going to spoil it a little bit, but nobody read the chat. Everyone close your eyes. What's the equivalent of earmuffs but for eyes? Eye muffs. Everyone, eye muffs.
Blinders.
Is that not right?
No.
Are you sure?
Blindfold.
Blinders, blindfold.
Eye muffs, I think, is better. Personally, that's just me, personally. All right, we're going to draw the winners. Again, we're going to go in the following order. 7-star Ironheart, 7-star Dust, 6-star Ironheart times 2, 6-star Dust times 2. Now, if you win, we will reach out to you on Twitch via DMs. Make sure to respond. You will have 48 hours. Then we will be able to give you Ironheart starting next Wednesday, because we can't, or maybe next Friday actually, because we can't do it until everyone has the most up-to-date version of the game, or it will break things. So please have some patience with us. Whereas Dust doesn't release till later in the month. So you got to wait until that character's in the game as well. So please have some patience with us. Rob, are we ready to go?
You betcha.
We are ready to go. Here is your 7-star Ironheart winner. It is Double Helix X Double Helix X. Very cool. Very cool. Congratulations. That's a 7-star Ironheart. We'll get that to you next week. Do you want to read off the 7-star
Dust.
Dust?
Sure.
Oh, God.
No sec for you.
Perfect. I don't know what it means, and I hope it's not inappropriate. Finn's laughing. Finn, why are you laughing? Is this a sneaky Irish thing?
Keep moving.
We'll just keep rolling on? All right, a 6-star Ironheart is FCO Kenseiko. FCO Kenseiko, congratulations. Again, keep an eye out for the Twitch DMs will just from the Kabam account. You want to do the next one?
Sure.
6-star Ironheart times 2.
Shadow Strike 84.
Congratulations, Shadow Strike. Shadow, of course, the best character in Sonic. And then we've got 6-star Dust to Shazoo91. Congrats to you. And the last one.
Treybone.
What's up, Treybone? Congratulations. Congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you, everybody, for being here and trying. I love seeing when people don't win things and they claim it's rigged.
Yes.
It's just like, percentage-wise, you had a 6 in 2,400 That's a difficult ratio.
Math,
You know,
yeah.
quick math. Quick maths. Anyhow, thank you to everybody for being here, for hanging out, for entering, for guessing at the titles of our narrative beats, for hanging out with Tyler, for Kevin coming and hanging out as well and engaging about the Winter of Woe. Lots more information to find on our socials or in the forums, and a lot of stuff coming in-game this month. I hope you're all excited for it. Please let us know what you are most excited for. I would love to hear that opinion in particular on the forums. And then we will be back next Friday, February 9th at 9 a.m. to announce the winner of the Summoner's Choice 2024 campaign. A massive thank you to everybody who helped make this stream possible, except Lyndon. We got Mike, Sarah, Fitton, and Rob working behind the scenes. A massive thank you to Tyler and Kevin for joining us and sharing all of their wealth of knowledge. We will be back next week. Until that time, my name is Jax. Have fun and play nice, everyone.